Nearly 4 years after the start of the pandemic, a historically large number of federal office space in D.C. remains empty or underutilized. The White House continues to push departments and agencies to have more federal employees in the office during the week. But congressional Republicans say it's the Biden administration that needs to work harder and faster. News Nation's Joe Khalil is live in Washington. And Joe, as you know, the federal government has long struggled to figure out how much space it really needs.
Yeah, this has been an ongoing thing for quite some time. There is a push right now, Kelly, and it is mostly Republicans to try to get federal employees back to work in person. We know during the pandemic, agencies all across Washington allowed their workers to either work remotely, part-time, hybrid, or do telework from home. And there are some estimates that say that 50% of employees even today are still doing that. So there is a push, but this is a bipartisan concern. I don't want to get that twisted at all. Democrats and Republicans both have expressed concern that productivity from the government has gone down in some respects, and they're wondering whether the telework is causing it. Some think that is the case. They just don't have the data to prove it right now. So they have asked for the Office of Management and Budget, OMB, to take a serious look at this question, do some research, gather some data, and figure out if, in fact, there are certain backlogs in the regular mechanics of government because of telework, things that don't always make headlines, but things like processing visas or processing passports or getting veteran benefits out the door, getting checks out the door. So that's the concern right now, and Congress is wondering whether they can actually get the proof that they need to make policies on that. We talked to James Comer, the chairman of the House Oversight Committee, just a little while ago about this subject, and here's what he told us.
Are you going to have them work from home, or are they going to work in an office? If they're going to work from home, prove to us that that doesn't decrease productivity and that's a better deal for the American people. I don't think they can, but let's say they can. Okay, then let's get rid of some of this excessive office space.
So the office space, Kelly, that is the other piece of this. And there is concern that, look, if teleworkers are doing that from home, why are American taxpayers footing the bill for all these big, massive buildings with these government agencies that are sitting empty? And actually, the GSA, the General Services Administration, put a game plan together. What they have found is they say there are 3.5 million square feet of office space in D.C. they have identified that they say is unnecessary. 23 different buildings they say they can either close or consolidate, and they say that's going to save taxpayers about $1 billion over 10 years. The problem here is GSA also told us they cannot implement that plan unless Congress passes a budget. They need money to do it. So far this year, Congress has failed to do so. So that is the sticking point. A lot of elements to this story, Kelly.
Oh, wow. Thank you for unpacking them all. Sounds like some valid questions there. Joe Khalil, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.